Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update on this Wednesday evening, which, of course, means we've made it past Hump Day. And that is some good news. Got lots going on, of course, in the weather coming up anyway over the next couple of days. You see what's on the rundown here on the agenda. We have one more quiet day before Old Man Winter pays a visit to us here in West Michigan. And it could mean some Friday morning travel headaches, something to keep in mind. And a chilly weekend. Chris, hello. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And a chilly week. Oh, it should say weekend. Uh-oh. Let me fix that real quick before too many more people get in here and I can say, what do you mean? I always had it spelled right. I'll have to blame that on the intern, but I can tell you right now, we don't have an intern working with us right now. So I think that means that it would be that would all be on me. So hold on just a moment and I'll fix that. We'll get that fixed right now, I hope. Let's see. I think that fixed it. We'll find out here in just a sec. There we go. Oh, I put a small K in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I apologize. You guys are going to see the ugly side, the back side, the dark side. Hello to you, Shannon. Good evening. I did have a good one in Denver. In the house, thanks to Marty. Thank you so much for being here, representing our Mile High Bureau. I appreciate it very much, Marty. And I hope that all is going well out there for you in the mountain land out there. So now I think I fixed it. Let's see. Did that fix it? There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good to go. Now we can do this. Amber, hello to you. Karen, hello. And Ryan, happy spring. Where are the warm temperatures? They're not going to be around for a little bit. In fact, we're going to be staying chilly here, not only through the weekend, but as I'll show you in the 7-day forecast coming up, we're probably going to stay chilly into next week as well. Nancy, hello to you in Galesburg. And Ray, hey, I haven't seen you in here for a while. I appreciate it, Ray. Thanks for being here. A good evening to you. We're up to about 120 in the room, so let's just get right to it. Since I got on here late anyway, we'll start with our bus stop forecast, and you better bundle up when you step outside in the morning. As you saw there in my docket there, my little schedule that I had for us, a rundown, it is going to be quiet tomorrow. The weather's going to be quiet tomorrow, in contrast to what we're looking at for Friday, where it's going to be a little bit more active. But it is going to be cold for your bus stop Thursday forecast. We're looking at a temperature of about 19 degrees. There'll be a little bit of a breeze. It's not going to be windy. I know the last couple of 3 days have been really breezy, windy, however you want to say it. Tomorrow, not so, but still enough of a breeze in the morning to drive that wind chill down into the mid-teens. So you certainly want to bundle up. Good evening from Coldwater. Started out with those big gray snow clouds, but then lots of sunshine. Jeanette, thank you so much. A very nice evening sky for sure. And happy first day, full day of spring to you too. Jeanette. Kathy, hello to you. Good evening. Thanks for being here. Josie in Burlington, ready for some warm weather. Well, you're going to be a little disappointed, Josie, in the 7-day forecast. So I'm just going to give you a little heads up on that. Tracy, hello to you in Battle Creek and Victoria in the house. Thanks so much. Okay, Ray. Well, you know what? When you get that stuff sorted out, then we'll see you here on the regular. Mike, hello in Coldwater. Jerry, always good to see you. Thanks for being here. And Dustin, June 5 weekend. Oh, buddy, we're way too far away from that. I'll just say right now it looks warmer. How's that? It looks warmer. Pam, hello to you in Gordon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. Crystal, not spring-like here. Now that we're into spring, not feeling very spring-like for sure. How much snow over the weekend in White Pigeon? I don't think you're going to get probably any in White Pigeon. I don't think you're looking at any. I think you're too far south, Chris, to see any snow. But freezing for sure. Tracy, for sure. Yankee Springs Township Fire Department, thank you, first of all, for your service out there. And good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Corinne, hello to you. And Maritza from Portage in the house. Heading home, it's still going to be cold. You know, a typical high this time of year is about 47-ish, 48-ish degrees. We're going to be about 10 degrees colder than that. So as opposed to the weather that we had really for the first couple of weeks of March, now that we're really into spring, right? Today's the first full day of astronomical spring. Well, you know it. It actually gets colder. So it's going to be a cold day tomorrow, but we'll feature a fair amount of sunshine. So that's the good part of the story. That's the good part of the story. Let's see, who else? Paula in Battle Creek. Thanks for being here. Carol in Battle Creek as well. Freezing rain for Friday morning. It's possible. I don't think it's as much as a threat as I thought yesterday. But I do think that we're going to have a little bit of snow and rain mixed in Battle Creek in particular, I-94. So I'm not going to totally rule it out. I'm not going to totally rule it out, Carol. we'll keep an eye out for that. I don't think it's going to be a big issue, but we'll keep an eye out. I think the biggest issue is going to be some snow and accumulating wet snow, and I think that's mainly going to be closer to I-96 and north. And though, where you are, actually, in Whitehall, not looking for the snow in Whitehall. It's already been snowing off and on. Crazy. Greg needs to warm up. We'll get that message into Mother Nature. Hello to you, Russell in Washington Square. Thanks for checking in. Dustin, thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Becky, hello. And Jeff got 25 in Soresco. Good night for a fire in the fireplace. Boy, ain't that the truth. Cynthia in Battle Creek. Mary getting ready to head back from Florida. First week of April, still a little bit too far out for us to go there, but we're going to be ending the month of March on a cold note. Stay with me on that, Mary, and especially once we get to next Monday, Tuesday, I'll have some better advice for you on that. Tina in Lawton, so cold out there. Mary in Saugatuck, I think you might get an inch or two of snow. I think it's possible. And so I think that there will be some slick spots on the roads. I don't think it's going to be horrible by our standards, Mary, but I do think I would give it a little bit of time, Saugatuck way, for getting to wherever you need to go. Better if you're going south than north, okay? If you're traveling from Saugatuck Friday, better that you're going south than north. Tammy, hello to you. And Madawan, Mike, happy hump day to you too, buddy. Thanks for being here. 22, snow off and on in Tustin. Dan, thanks for that chilly report, right? Chilly report. Let's see, Courtney. Hello to you in Battle Creek. Wilson, hello. Jennifer, ready for warmer weather. Not looking forward to the snow. We got a little more winter weather to go here. That's for sure. Antho, I think Whitehall, you could be looking at 4 inches, maybe a little bit more. I think there's going to be a decent amount in northern Muskegon County there. Northern Muskegon County. Kelly, in like a lamb, out like a lion. Well, whatever the cold is, that's for sure. The spring is coming in on a cold note. Nice for spring break next week. It's going to be a little chilly, Courtney, a little chilly next week. Let's see. Carla, hello to you in West Portage. More muddy paws. You're right, Patty. And just, what do you know it? I think you were the one who did that by getting your dogs cleaned up and groomed, right? Just kidding, of course. Lynn and Waylon, thank you so much. And thanks for the appreciation. I appreciate that. Mark, bring back the 70s. Ooh, it's going to be a while, buddy, before we have that again. We weren't supposed to be there anyway, and we got spoiled. Tina, hello to you in Bangor. Kelly in Augusta. Let's go to the hour by hour here. No, I don't think, Michelle, I got some bad news for you there, buddy. I'm sorry, girl. And that is that Bangor is not going to have a snow day on Friday. I don't think that's going to happen. And I'll show you why coming up. Okay, let's go. Susie Q, freezing rain dollars in Battle Creek. Yeah, I hear you there. 94 on a clear day is dicey. I don't think we're going to have travel issues on 94. I don't think so. But we're still a couple of days out, so stay with me on that. A day and a half anyway. Elise, hello to you. It was cold out there. Yo, Tiffany. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Robert, in Cleveland at a Cavs game. Okay, I was wondering about that if you'd moved from Chesterland. I hope all is going well there at the arena in Cleveland. Thanks for checking in there. Nancy, hello to you in Hastings. Let's see. You know what? We could have some snow in April. I'm not going to rule it out. Trudy, hello. Mr. Grand Rapids is in the house. It's always a good night when Mr. GR is here. Thank you for being here, buddy. And Tiffany, waiting patiently to turn the heat on. If I were responsible for it, I'd already turn it on. But I got to tell you, it's going to be a little while. Let's go hour by hour, okay? I'm starting this tomorrow night. And look at that. By the time we get to about 4 or 5 o'clock Friday morning, this is Thursday night, Friday morning, not tonight. Tomorrow night, Friday morning, by the time we get to 7 a.m., we got snow. And we have it pretty much covering the area. So the morning commute, there's going to be some snow out there. And with temperatures in the mid to upper 20s, it could start sticking to the roads. That's why I'm saying that area-wide, I think that there could be some driving issues, but I think that they're mainly going to be, I would say really certainly north of I-94. But if you want to get more specific, I'd say north of an Allegan to Hastings line, closer to I-96. Once you get I-96 northward, that's where I think the snows could be problematic. There could be several inches of snow north of I-96. And here you see why. Did you see that? From 7 a.m. to noon, that snow just keeps on traveling right on in, but it's lifting a little bit more. And so let's say that Allegan Hastings line that I was talking about south is not seeing as much consistent snow. This is when Antho and Whitehall, I think you're going to be looking more at more accumulating snow there along the north of I-96. And we're going to roll our clock forward to 6 o'clock. We're still seeing some of those snow showers, but they're going to be turning to rain for the most part. I know it's still depicted here as snow, but look at our temp profile by Friday evening. Very important. We're going to be in the mid-20s at daybreak Friday. Okay, that's when I think we're going to see our best chance for seeing some dicey road conditions Friday morning up until noon, early afternoon. And then I think the worst road conditions are going to be more confined north of I-96. But we'll see temperatures in area wide during the afternoon start to bump up above freezing. So 41 in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, and even look at Three Rivers and our Sturgis. I mean, our model here is calling for mid-40s. And then everything moves out of here by Saturday morning. So everything's gone by Saturday morning. And Saturday, I think we'll actually be seeing some sunshine there. Debbie, hello to you in Hickory Corners. Let's see. Oh, Will, hey. Thanks for being here, and thanks for holding down the fort. I appreciate it very much. And also, thanks for some of your tasty graphics that I will certainly steal and use because you are the graphics guru. Thank you for being here. We'll appreciate it. Oh, by the way, you're going to be here in the morning in just a few hours. So what are you doing on our Facebook Live? I'll go ahead and give a plug for it right now. Will is in tomorrow morning. And so he will be live and in person from 4:30 to 9 a.m. So that means he's actually going to be on the air in about 7 hours. And so between now and then, he's going to have to get some sleep and then get up and get ready to go and come back in here. So your plate is full, bud. Thank you so much for being here. Randy, hello in Kalamazoo. More Michigan spring weather. You are right. I would call this pure Michigan to be sure. Well, how much snow are we looking at here? By Saturday morning, and again, this looks to be winding down by Friday night. But again, I-94 south of I-94, I don't think that there's going to be as much. Let's see, it's not a snowstorm. Yeah, I wouldn't call this a snowstorm, although I would if you're north of I-94. I-96, I'm sorry, I-96. A slushy system for sure. Good evening to you, Connie. Thank you for being here. Kim, hello. No more snow and rain. We don't always get what we want, right? Ben, hey, thanks for being here. At least a little bit of snow for Vicksburg. I think you'll get a little bit. It's not going to, certainly not going to be problematic. But I think a little bit, right? And coming on the heels of, right? Wouldn't you know it? You're chasing the tornado down there in Indiana and Ohio, especially Western Ohio. By the way, I saw your note there. I think it was a tweet that you had out there, and you certainly made the right turn, literally, right? Based on where you felt you were in position to threat from the storm. So good call. Kathy in Sturgis, hello to you. And thank you, Kathy in Pawpaw, for the compliment. I appreciate it very much. Sheila, how's it look for Muskegon? I think you're looking at a few inches of snow. I think you could be getting 2 to 4, maybe a little bit more in Muskegon. This is going to be Friday morning, by the way. This is going to be Friday morning into the afternoon in Muskegon. But by Friday night, I think this is all going to be winding down area wide, and it will be warming above freezing by late afternoon for you there in Sheila, in Muskegon, Sheila. But I think late morning, the morning commute all the way into the early to mid afternoon, I think could be dicey for you there in Muskegon. Stuart, good evening to you in Allegan. Thanks for being here. Dennis, same to you. And Mike, thanks for the thanks. Sharon, what's Hamilton to Holland on Friday? Oh, well, you're going to be driving in some snow, and I do think that you could be seeing some slippery spots on the roads. If you're going late morning, I think it's more likely that you'll be dealing with a couple, 3 inches maybe of accumulation. I'll say a couple of inches of accumulation. I don't think it's going to be horrible, but I do think you're going to need to have your wits about you there, Sharon. So keep that in mind and maybe give yourself a little extra time. Thanks for asking. And hello to the Hamilton Hawkeyes. Thank you for being here. Andrea, absolutely nothing to complain about this one. I am totally in your camp, Andrea. Totally in your camp. And I knew this was going to happen, by the way. You know, right, a week and a half ago when we were sitting in the 60s and 70s, I knew that we could still have this kind of weather. And I knew, oh, boy, are we going to be mad. Paula, hello in Coldwater. Brad, missing the heat. I'm missing the heat. Yeah, I think so. I definitely think so, Ben. That's something that we're going to be looking at as far as our weather special is concerned, too. As we transition out of that strong El Nino and into a neutral and then into a La Nina, what is it going to do for us? What is it going to mean for us? Here's our precipitation timeline. And there you can see, and again, this is one of those graphics that I told Will that I would steal. This is his. He's the graphic guru. I don't know if I could make something like this, but I love the information that's on here. Justin, hopefully the last blast. We will cross our fingers for that. I'd say there's a chance that it is, but I wouldn't rule it out. Remember, we're still in the third week of March here. Yeah, Ryan, probably not going to need the snowblower anymore. Probably not, but I don't know yet. Pennsylvania got some snow right now. Richard, thanks for letting us know about that. I appreciate it very much there. From PA, always appreciate the reports from our surrounding states. Amber, hello, and Martin. Good to see you here. Thank you so much. Sheila, maybe a snow day. Depends on where you are. If you are south of an Allegan to Gun Lake line, I doubt it. Highly doubt it. If you're north, it's speculative. If you're north of I-96, maybe. Bud, hello to you, Eden Rapids. Thanks for checking in, Bud. Appreciate it very much. You might get an inch or two. To Friday morning. This isn't tomorrow. This is Friday morning. Tomorrow, by the way, quiet day. Nothing going on. Looking good. Vicky in South Monterey, thanks for being here. As always, I appreciate seeing you here. Robert, hello to you. Good evening. Keep it all up north from Paw Paw. I think in Paw Paw you don't have much to worry about. I'm not going to say you don't have anything to worry about, but I don't think you have that much to worry about there in Paw Paw, Robert. I think I-94 South, not a lot going on. Not a lot to this story at all. And really, as I said earlier, I think on Allegan, let's say Hastings or Allegan Gun Lake line south, Allegan Wayland line south, I still think not a lot going on. North of that line, a little bit late, or a little bit more action there. Joanne, that's okay. You are always welcome here. Always, the party is always going on. Thanks for being here. Tanya, at least some snow and cold into April, if not May. I think you could say that. It's like we have gotten off too light. Mother Nature takes notes. She keeps the receipts, as they like to say. You are right. And return the belt. I like that name. That's pretty good. It is Michigan. You're right. Easter weekend is looking a little bit chilly, but it's still a little too far out for us to say for sure with that one. Kim, I'll try to address that a little bit more tomorrow. Katrina, hello to you. David, hello. Debbie and Allegan. And May, recap for Kalamazoo. No problem. You're just tuning in. That's okay. Tomorrow, quiet. Nothing. Looking good. It's going to be chilly, especially in the morning. Bundle up. But a quiet day. Friday morning, likely a little bit of wet snow. I don't think that's going to be problematic for Kalamazoo, but it's going to be gray and cold and winter-like in Kalamazoo on Friday. David, hello to you in Bangor. Thanks for checking in. Sue, hello to you. Tina, thanks for the thanks. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. Christian, hello to you with waiting for warm weather. Ashtamo is in the house. Hallie says, turn up the heat in Allegan. I'll do my best. Mike, okay. I don't know what that one's about, but okay. Bonnie, thank you so much. I appreciate it very, very much. All right, let's get to the graphic that I have up here right now with the precipitation timeline. And again, I totally ripped this one off from Will. This is a great one. I like it. Here's what it shows basically. If you're along I-96, we're talking about snow beginning by 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be all snow event through about the mid-evening on Friday. Whereas in Kalamazoo area, let's say along I-94, you're going to see that rain snow mix because we're going to be warming up. And so by noontime, early afternoon, we're going to be warming up beyond freezing, well beyond freezing. I think we could get up into the low 40s. And then as it chills again, Friday night, then it will turn back into some snow, but then it will also be winding down as well. So hopefully that's what that graphic means. And again, I want to say thanks to Will because he made it. And I just sort of imported it into my show. Let's see. Lindsay, hello to you in Battle Creek. North Muskegon, not looking forward to more snow. But Lynn, I got to tell you, it's bad news. But I got some more on the way for you. Friday morning into the afternoon, I think you could see a few inches of wet snow. Augusta, in the house. Jay, thank you for being here. Let me show you the 7-day forecast, and then we'll call it a night here. I went way past my 15-minute timeline that I give myself. Wouldn't you know it? So let's see if we can move on. Here we go. Right now, we're in the mid-20s. Remember, tomorrow morning, we're looking at probably some teens. Vern, hello to you. Good evening to you. Thanks for being here. How about those highs today? How about only upper 30s and low 40s? One of the coldest days that we've had, I think going back to about the third week of February. It's been about a month since we've been this cold. Here's your Sealy Auto Group 7-day forecast. Mike, I think spring break starts. Well, spring break, I think, in the Kalamazoo schools is next week. I believe it actually starts tomorrow with a half day and then Friday. But next week, I think, is the week of spring break. Martin, hello to you in Battle Creek. Michelle, March in Michigan. You know what? It does seem about right. And there's that chill I was talking about. Now, next week, we'll warm up a little bit more into the 50s. But we're going to stay a little bit on the chilly side. And I think actually by the end of next week, we could have some more colder air. That'll be moving in here. That rain, snow threat on Friday, probably tomorrow you'll see that go up to 100%. It's pretty certain. Pretty certain. Joanne, you know what? You're going to need that same winter coat for tomorrow morning as well. Donna, hello to you in Ashland, Ohio. Always good to see our Buckeye friends here. Thank you so much for being here, Donna. Thank you. And Mike, I appreciate that. And Jessica, hello to you in Grand Rapids. I believe Friday, by the time we get to mid-afternoon, Jessica, there in on Friday, I think that you could have in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 inches. Maybe up to 4, especially if you're north of GR, up in northern Kent County, north of GR. I think that you could have a little bit more than that. I think in Grand Rapids proper, let's say, or not proper, but the Grand Rapids environs, let's say, which would take you from southern Kent County up to, let's say, central Kent County. I think that you could be looking at a couple of 3 inches by Friday afternoon. I hope that helps. Molina, hello to you. Molina, hello. Most kiddos will be on spring break next week. Yeah, I think so. Oh, Jessica, you're in Jenison. Okay, I'd say that 2 to 3 inches by mid-afternoon. But I do think that it's going to be coming down in the morning for the commute. So if you're traveling along I-96, I-196, Jessica, there in Jenison, west of GR, then just give yourself a little bit of extra time. This isn't going to be a huge snow by our standards. However, remember, it's not just the amount. It's not just the quantity, but it's also when does it fall? And what is the rate that it's coming down? And what is the consistency? Those are all things, of course, that are going to be impactful as far as the commute goes Friday morning and getting around the GR area in particular, specifically, Friday is concerned. I wouldn't be surprised to see a winter weather advisory come out sometime tomorrow for Friday, for very early Friday morning, let's say through early Friday evening. But that's the National Weather Service's call. But I wouldn't be surprised. Not saying it will happen, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that because of potential travel impacts. Hope that helps, Jessica. Debbie in Galesburg. Sonia, thank you so much. You feel like you've been shorted this year with winter weather. You are right. Your feeling is on the money. You have been. We haven't had. You're very welcome, Jessica. Thanks. And Sonia, I think if you're a winter lover, I think you're right to think that you've been shorted just a little bit. Billy, I don't think at Battle Creek you don't have to put your plow back on for this. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't even see an inch. So no, this isn't going to be for I-94 area. I don't think it's going to be plow worthy at all. But there could be some slick spots for the morning commute Friday. Just keep that in mind. But this isn't going to be like a big accumulating snow for I-94 corridor on Friday. All right, everybody. I hope that was helpful for you. I got 9:33 on the clock. That means in 27 minutes. I'll be live on ARC West Michigan, and then I'll be on the Mothership News Channel 3 at 11. Hope to see you there. I will be, Will will be in tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 9 with live weather updates on a very quiet day, but he's going to have those very cold temperatures and wind chills. Bundle up tomorrow morning when you step outside. And then I'll be back tomorrow evening at 5:30 and 6. We'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, and then we'll be celebrating that we've made it to Friday Eve. Don't forget, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith. The @ and Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. And then on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. Good night to you, Elise. Thank you for the thanks. And Michelle, same to you. And same to you, Billy, as well. All right, everybody, have a good night. Hey, let's keep it safe. We've made it past hump day. Next up, let's shoot for that weekend. I hope everybody gets some good rest. Enjoy that sunshine tomorrow. Be safe, and I'll see you again tomorrow night.